and outside in the entire world from a self-esteem and an identity standpoint, just a confidence, a self-image, a what people can do standpoint. Just no understating the value that China's time, I should say, that Joni Lauer's time on this earth offered to so many other people. And it's so sad and unfortunate that she wasn't able to enjoy and reap more of those benefits and happiness for herself, for whatever reason. But so that brings us to Balls Deep Thought of the Day. China is not the only one who passed away this week, recently, within the last 2 days. Today, as I mentioned at the top of the show, a super difficult day for just about everyone here in Minnesota, especially myself, being a musician, someone who's lived in Minnesota my entire life, and someone who has been a professional musician for over half of my life, and been involved in music some way my entire life, literally as long as my oldest, youngest memories have music involved in them somehow. It was really tough. We lost Prince today, as I'm sure you're well aware. Prince was a big Vikings fan, a big Minnesota sports fan in general, just a wonderful ambassador and representative of and for the state of Minnesota and its people. And if you want some Prince memories, video footage, things like that, make sure to go to my Facebook. I posted quite a few of the ones that moved me, and I even made a point to break my own normal rules and write up my own thoughts on the passing of Prince, how I felt, what impact he had on my life. And so if you would, fancy that or read, or if you want to watch his performance at the Super Bowl halftime show, go to my Facebook page, search Scotty Ball, scroll down, you'll find all that in the feed there. And I can tell you one thing, it's a damn shame that Prince will not ever be able to put on a concert in the brand new U.S. Bank Stadium here in Minnesota, in the Twin Cities area. That would have been great. It's really sad. There are tons of vigils and memoriams going on all across Minnesota, especially in the Twin Cities today, tonight. Bridges are lit purple. Everything in the entire state has basically been turned to the color purple in honor and memory of Prince. But we're going to use this week's passings for a special inspired Balls Deep Thought of the Day here this week. And I'm going kind of a unique route with it. Like, sometimes we go a really serious route, sometimes we go a totally funny route, sometimes we go a food for thought route. This is kind of this is a hodgepodge, as Prince was in his styles of music. He wasn't just funk or just rock or just pop or just R&B. His genre was Prince. That he was his genre. He was his own freaking genre. And so that's what we're going to kind of do here. Our Balls Deep Thought of the Day is going to be somewhat serious, somewhat completely funny and a joke, somewhat just food for thought, and anything and everything in between and outside. So our Balls Deep Thought for the day is this: why the hell is the year 2016 taking away so many of our beloved actors, actresses, musicians, athletes, and just all around great artists and humanitarians? Why? What's up with that? Now, I know famous people always get coverage when they pass, and so sometimes it can feel, you can get that misperception that there's more than usual when really there isn't. It's the same as always, just you're hearing about it more than usual maybe. But that's not the case with this year. I've been on this planet plenty long. I've observed celebrity deaths for a long time, and I swear I've never seen it at this rate of the frequency of how often it's happening, with how many people it's happening with, and with the level of these names that we're losing. I mean, like I said, Lemmy and Prince and David Bowie, from the music world alone, right there. Not to mention the acting world's Patty Duke and Doris Day and Doris Roberts. I misspoke there. Excuse me. Merle Haggard, Gary Shandling, Nancy Reagan, Earth, Wind and Fire's Maurice White, Glenn Frey of the Eagles, Alan Rickman, Dwayne the Pearl Washington. In the world of NBA basketball, just so many people we've lost in the world of entertainment this year. And my question is, why? What gives? What's up with that? Okay? So we're taking a serious topic, we're talking about it half seriously, half jokingly, and everything in between. So you think about it, you get back to me. Tweet me why you think. If you have an answer, tweet me at BDST Show or send me a message on Facebook, Scotty-Ball. But here's my thought, and then we're closing the show because, man, I'm way over time. And I'm going to have like 2 hours to sleep tonight. Woohoo! But, alright, so are you ready? Here's my theory on this. Half serious, half joking. It's my theory. The end is near. The end of days. As the Governator would say, if you've ever watched that movie. The End of Days, Arnold Schwarzenegger flick. But I believe that this is undoubted, irrefutable evidence and proof that the apocalypse is coming. Armageddon is on its way. The world as we know it is about to end. Humanity is going to cease to exist sometime within the next, calendar year to couple years. So within the next 1 to 5 years. That's it. Human race done. Apocalypse at hand. Armageddon nigh. It's boom. That's it. That's my theory, okay? And so because of that, the creative power that holds the gate to the other side, that keeps the gate, I should say, to the other side, is calling all of these extraordinary humanitarians, artists, human beings, to nirvana and sparing them the suffering of the rapture. Now, like I said, this is half joking because it's super crazy, nothing you can found it off of. I have no concrete evidence. You could say I'm like the NFL in Deflategate here, where I really have no, solid evidence to support my case in any way whatsoever. It's just a theory. But it adds up when I connect the dots and do the math. And you can't deny that it is conceivably possible. It's conceivably possible that I could be right. The only thing that sucks, this would be the worst thing for me ever to be right about. And here's why. In the event that I am right about this, which I most likely will be because, let's face it, when am I not? The thing that's going to suck about it is I'm not going to be able to tell any of you guys, I told you so. That's the worst part, by far. Well, unless, I don't know. Well, I guess if I end up, we'll say north, we'll call it north. If I end up north is what we'll call it, because I don't want to offend anyone in today's PC America. God, heaven for, whoops, I did it twice. Oprah forbid. There we go. We'll go with that. Everybody loves Oprah. But I doubt for those of us who get called north when Judgment Day is at hand, that there's a whole lot of gloating and bragging and people running around going, I told you the world was going to end. I got a feeling those people probably get sent south. And I am definitely one of those people. I'm going to be honest with you. I don't get me wrong. I think of myself as a very good quality genuinely nice human being. That being said, though, they let me into heaven. See, there I did it. They let me up north. I'm bragging if I was right. Like, that's day one up there. Like, I'm going to spend every second just running around, going to every person who made it up there with me, going, "Hey, did you listen to my show? back down on the rock? Did you listen to the sports show I had down there?" Because I called this. Like, I totally freaking called this. So I don't know. Best case scenario is still a worst case scenario. But worst case scenario, I guess, would be maybe I'm wrong, which would be a good scenario. Well, worst case scenario would be I'm right. Yeah, this is a whole weird. I'm spun around upside down. I don't know what to think anymore. And I guess that's the kind of goal of the show here, but especially the goal of our balls deep thoughts of the day. I shouldn't say we never, but we usually try not to define anything too much, too concretely. We try to leave with a topic or a thought of discussion that's as open-ended as possible, for the most part. And that's what we're doing here today. So let me know what you think on my theory of why all of our great entertainers and celebrities are passing away this year all of a sudden in unison. It seems like I have mine. What's yours? Let me know what you think about mine. Do that by tweeting me at BDST Show or send me a message on Facebook. Search Scotty-Ball. I have got to get out of here. I'm at just about an hour over the time I wanted to be at. But hey, there was a lot of big sports topics to discuss. And, that's what I'm here for. Each and every week, come hell or high water, rain or shine, purple rain or shine. And so I leave you until next week when, like I said, we'll be doing the show on Wednesday for our special mock draft episode. You cannot miss it if you are a football fan. And until then, have a great weekend. Make sure to listen to plenty of Prince music every day for the next several days. And hopefully the Wild will surprise us all and make a comeback in their series. Who knows? We'll see. Regardless, be safe. Have a great weekend. Thanks for listening to the show. It really does mean a ton to me. You have no idea. And until next time, I'm Scotty Ball, and I'm out of here. Peace.